Today I'm just playing around a little bit. We're going to go finish up my flashpoints. You can see there I started yesterday. I'm going to try to finish up getting my clan XP as well. Probably do some call to arms, which means I'm also going to be doing Iron Banner. So let's go ahead and get going. Let's start on the flashpoints here. We're actually going to go to IO this week. So while we're waiting, I am going to just kind of update you guys on what's going on here. So today I am playing as my Titan. My Titan is my main character. I don't usually play my Warlock or Hunter a ton, even though I believe that's what you guys saw me playing the other day. I've also mentioned in previous streams the main Warlock on our team is my best friend Greg, who is not on right now. I actually have today off, so that's why I'm playing and he's not. So we're doing the Cabal Excavation. It's probably the most common one here on IO. Looks like it's just getting started. So I'm running, just so you guys have an idea, I'm running the Nameless Midnight Scout Rifle right now, which kind of sucks because I'm not a great shot. So I will probably go ahead and change that out here to my Nightshade. Where is she? There she is. Oops, looks like I died in the interim. I'm also using Uriel's Gift. It is, it's an auto rifle. I prefer auto rifles. The auto pulse build. Obviously not a great shot, but you know, it's studio playing this game. Even after 3 years, I still don't. I don't shoot very well. I have been playing this game since the original Destiny came out. And for those of you who have never done this, or maybe have done this public event and don't know how to make it heroic, there's a Thresher ship that will show up. That's what I'm kind of looking for now, because there's no other enemies on the map. And when that ship shows up, oh, there it is. I'm already kind of shooting it. The whole idea is to do enough damage to it between whoever's here that we blow it up. And that will allow us to make this heroic. Now, it's typically if you've got some like grenades or something, or not grenades, a grenade launcher or rocket launcher, to use that. It is typically preferred, just because of the amount of damage that can be done in a short period of time. But I don't currently have one. Yes, same spot. And I'm currently running my solar build. So because my Titan is my primary character, I have more armor sets and things like that for this character than any of the others. So that Thresher's down, you'll see the heroic banner pop up here. Oh, and then I got crushed. Oh, of course I did. That's fine. And once this one is done, I'll kind of go over my gear choice. Oh, I missed that hammer completely. We took him out, so that's cool. And we're already done.
Asher, guess what we did?
Alrighty, so I'm going to see any more public events that are going on. Nothing yet. So I'm going to take a minute to
Yes.
change
How'd
up
you
my
know?
gear here.
From the
Now again, for
unbearable
those of you who are not familiar with everything here, I'm using Hollow Fire Heart, which is probably the primary. Actually, it's the only really solar-based exotic armor for the Titan. Greatly improves the recharge rate of your solar abilities while the Hammer of Soul is charged, which is great for events like this week with the Nightfall, where it is Torrent, which basically helps recharge your abilities faster than normal. So it is really handy for nights like that or for events like that, but otherwise it's really not too handy. At least in my estimation, it's not. Oh, I forgot to change that. Let's see, where is my one on IO? There we go. Oh, something's beating me up. I'm not really paying too much mind. Looks like a something got me. Those other guys appear to have got me. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna help this guy out. My sword doesn't appear to be doing much to him. Got a little bit there, not much. There we go, we took him out. So not a high value target, but as you can see, I've got that pop up there on my map showing where the chest is. Now, I'm sure most everybody knows what this is at this point, but I highly recommend getting ghosts that will allow you to find resources and extra glimmer on any given planet you're on, especially if you're trying to level up. Shield bash. So yeah, I typically go with the top tree code of the Protector. It's kind of the role I've been playing since D1. Wow, still no public events, huh? Alright, so let's go run over here, and oh, a purple I missed. I did not even know I had that, so not bad. Better than not getting anything there. Looking around, a resource node. So the other day I was talking and I couldn't remember the resource on IO. It is phase glass, so I'm kind of glad I found that. The issue is though, you can only get about 3 to 5 resource nodes every 5 minutes, and then it'll basically lock you out, meaning you can't get any more for a little while. Man, this kind of stinks. I'll be honest with you, if you're trying to do public events and you're trying to get, you're trying to level up, or like last week with the Clarion Call event, definitely best to do it with,
I'm ready.
with Nessus. There seems to always be something going on there. Let's see. Oh, cool, the mark, which I also needed. I didn't necessarily need the helmet or the rocket launcher, but Blue Shift is actually a really good one, and I got it at $2.99, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. And the Jensen Knight mark. Let's see. Ah, yes, Dinas Emeris. I got that last night. We tried to run the Prestige Nightfall. It did not. It did not go well. It's me and my friends combined. Even we don't play a ton. We're not hardcore or anything like that. So basically, we didn't do well. We got to the final boss, but we didn't have a ton of time left. But let's see here. But I was able to get a Bright Ingram, and then I got that from Tess, which is pretty neat. Whoa! As you can see here, I got a couple of chest icons popping up. So the ones that I've seen only pop up basically anything within a 30-meter area. So this one looks like it's actually inside that building right now, but I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm not really sure what this public event is. I don't know if I've ever actually done this one. In this area, typically the one that goes on here is a Vex Construct type deal. Let's take a look at this Sparrow though while we're taking a look. So watch for the red dragon. Here's a hint. It'll be ahead of you. I do kind of like that flavor text. I don't want to change this one too much. That looks kind of like what it looks like anyways, so looks like it's rocking the Suros Modular Shine to begin with. So let's see, and this is the lore behind it. I kind of wish there was more lore built into a lot of these items, not just the flavor text, because they're really interesting to me, especially items, like Amalon stuff, or at least there was more information, at least, and there may be, I'm not, as stated in previous streams, I'm not the biggest lore guy, but I just wish there was maybe some more info on, like, why and how is Amalon, and, like, what do they do, like, that liquid, there's this purple or red or, based on whatever element it is, why they're the only ones that are doing that, because that's how it appears, they're the only ones doing it. So just going to hang out here. We only got about another minute. But I am trying to definitely get caught up on the lore, especially Destiny 1. Some of the best people for that are Bife, Bearded Grizzly, and the Focus Fire chat team. I currently have all of their Twitch streams linked to mine, so if I'm ever not on and they're streaming, you can definitely take a look there. They're not always going to be talking lore, obviously. I mean, they play the game as well, but we always want to make sure that some of the information that's presented is accurate. I feel like there's a lot of lore things that I read that are kind of far-fetched. You have to suspend your belief a little bit for some of the things that go on in this game, but you don't want to suspend it so much where it seems completely implausible. So that's one thing I would love to chat about more. Oh, the Taken Blight. So
I trust you remember what to do.
This one is kind of a gigantic pain. We'll definitely go over this one because I was unaware of how to make this one heroic for the longest time, but I know now. So there's the Blight, and you see it's got like a shield around it. I'm actually going to change to this rocket launcher I just got, even though I said I didn't need it. Or actually, I'm going to change to this fusion rifle. And what happens is you have to go in here, and you'll see like something will pop up that'll say it'll say something along the line, dreaded Where is it? I didn't get it to proc that time. But basically, you run in. And it looks like you want to run this side here. But basically, you go into the little area that spawns here. Just taking Blight. And then Blight receding, and then you only get it for about 5 seconds, but that's when you gotta take advantage of it. And I got Defensive Strike. Blight receding, I got it again. And that's when like, you just kind of want to light it up. It looks like I got some heavy, so I can get that to go next time. There we go, I got it again. It's definitely doing more for that. It's immune and it went. So that's when we slide on over here. And the whole idea is, this is definitely, all of these doing, making them heroic is definitely harder when you're on your own. So I'm kind of glad there's about 3 or 4 other people here. This is, though, by far my least favorite of the... Oh, I got it again. So I'm just going to pop it in. I don't know why I threw that grenade up there. It's not going to do anything, but... yeah, the whole idea is really to...
That light. Here it comes.
You want to... Oh, looks like we got it. So, once you do enough damage, the Blight recedes. And then, yep, there he is. One of the big taken bosses kind of shows up. And basically, you saw he was immune. In order to really take care of him, we kind of have to take care of these. Stand there in my grenade for a little while, but he is gone. Alright, and then our chest. I don't know where the chest pops up for this one. Oh, right here beside me. Let's see if we get anything good from this. Nope, nothing really.
Congratulations.
That kind of stinks.
I will
But
spare you the horror of vague and repetitive praise.
let's see if we've got another public event starting. Oh, we do, the Rupture. So again, this is going to be that Cabal Excavation crew. The one we did earlier, it's like I said, though, it is the most common one. So let's slide on over there, and let's take a look and try to square it away. I really try to get a lot of the like flashpoints, caged chests, things, call to arms. I try to get those out relatively early in the week if I can. Some weeks it's a little easier than others. Some weeks it's just kind of me doing it by myself. Like this one, it looks like I'm kind of here by myself. So
What a nice
that's fine though. I'll still do it. When it's by myself, I definitely don't even try to make it heroic. It's just too big of a pain in the butt. But it looks like I had 3 or 4 guys show up here, so might not be too bad. So there's 3 or 4 other guys that were usually pretty good. So again, same thing as before, kill the ads, wait for the Thresher to drop. Once he gets here, it's just kind of a matter of everybody staying phalanx. Shields are a pain in the butt. Oh, there he is. And so you see me, and you may be able to see a couple of other guys already kind of shooting at it. That's really the way to kind of take this thing down if you can. Shoot it as much as you can while it's moving. Avoiding, of course, the Alright, he's there. So we got it mostly taken down. Oops. Did we get it taken down?
One more ship they won't
Yep,
see.
they did. Sweet. So that's not one you see often, but it is possible to take it down on the first go. It's definitely nice when it happens that way. Keep this a little more heavy there. And alright, cool. So on the shot him once, we definitely had a lot of people show up there. Alright, and looks like I got my flashpoints done. Not the clan XP just yet. Oops, looks like I wasted that shot there.
Asher, guess what we did?
Caused pandemonium among
Oh.
the Cabal.
And two of the same chests, so definitely one of my bigger gripes with this game is, just like everybody else, the loot system. I mean, I'm clearly 305. Most of the gear I have is 300. It's right where I want it to be. You know, I am a collector, so I have a lot of gear. I think my vault's pretty full at this point. But my flashpoints are done now. So usually I'll get my flashpoints to about my clan XP rather, to roughly 50% before going and doing my call to arms, and that is where I will then go and do my call to arms, kind of take care of all of that at once. So I'll fill those up. I usually do go to Cade first. I know some people, you know, there's no right or wrong way to do this, but I definitely enjoy just going and getting my rewards as soon as possible. Mostly to see if it's anything I don't already have. I think I've kind of pitched the site before, but if you haven't heard it or haven't been there, DestinySets.com is definitely a great place to go. You can see exactly what armor you have if you've, you know, as long as it's in your vault. Or on your Guardian, any of your Guardians, if you have multiples like I do. As long as you have that, have the item in question, there we go. As long as you have the item in question, then it'll show you, it kind of gives it a little check mark and grades it out. So you'll know, hey, do I have this, do I not have it? I love to go there and just double check everything, because there are some sets I want, some sets I don't. Some sets it's like, oh well, I'm only missing one piece now, so yeah, sure, let's go ahead and keep it. Definitely not a bad definitely not a bad website. I really enjoy it. So Iron Banner is out though this week. For those of you who aren't aware what Iron Banner is, it is a once a month PvP style event, or not even style. It is a PvP event, basically intended to provide you with some additional gear. I definitely don't like how it's set up now. It used to be in Destiny 1 that your light level mattered. You had to be at least level 20, but as long as you were, then basically you were fine. You know, you could get in there, you could play it, but your light level mattered. So if I was maxed out light against somebody who wasn't, I could take them out and take them out very easily. Let's see, I'm taking a look here. I'm trying to see what items I do and don't have in my vault, what I can take out, because there's definitely a lot that I just want to make sure that I've got everything I need for my character. Like I have multiple nightshades. Nameless Midnights and Origin Stories, which I don't need. They're nice to have, but you know, when I'm looking at all my characters and I'm looking at you know, who's got what and needs what and when and where, I basically at this point just transfer everything over to my other characters. That's kind of one of the luxuries of having the Destiny Item Manager or Ishtar Ishtar on your on your phone, or Ishtar, excuse me, I lost my train of thought there. Having Ishtar on your phone, or I use this Item Manager on my laptop. I'm seeing in here though some weapons and things that I'll probably never use, that for me are not necessarily even things I would collect. Some of them are in here strictly to level up other things. Like this hand cannon, this sidearm is a 298. It's definitely a pain to try to go through all of this. So typically, and this is why I like Destiny Item Manager, it has a search function, and I just type in, you know, is hand cannon, is sidearm, you know, is this, that, or the other, and basically it allows me to really go through my vault, and see what I've got, you know, what's what. So I need to refresh my vault really quick. I need to see, because I may have deleted some things just now unintentionally. But let's see. So you guys are kind of doing this with me here. So I apologize if this is boring, but what you guys are going to see is me bringing in some of my sidearms. These are my new Monarchy ones. And I'm just making sure that I can level these up properly. So like I have 3 of them here. And one of them I'm just going to go ahead and level up using this 300 minimum distance. So now it's a 305, fully automatic Suros. I'm not too worried about killing the range. It's a sidearm. It's not something I'm going to shoot at long range anyways. But some of the other ones, and these are ones that you guys unfortunately can't see because I'm doing this on my laptop. These are ones that are, you know, 297, 298. I have a couple that are 300, or another one that's 300 rather. So like this one, see, I'm going to make this one 300, and I'm going to leave him. I'm not going to do the mod just yet. There we go. That he's 299 now. So like this 297 is pretty much useless to me at this point. So it's going to go away. It's a Suros full auto, but again, I have Suros full autos. Let's see. Well, this one here is a Last Hope, and I'm not going to use it, even though it's Amalon. It's got a 3-round burst. I probably won't. I'm not a big fan of sidearms, anyways. So I'm not concerned with getting rid of it. Basically, we're going to make this 300. And some of these are other ones now that just need to be deleted at this point. I'm not going to use them. I don't want anything to do with them. A couple of other Last Hopes, or one other Last Hope rather. One of them is the Drang, which I'm not going to use. It's one of the it is a low light level for me, but it is part of the Sturm and Drang quest line to get the exotic Drang. So I won't get rid of it for that reason. It is a part of that, and it's kind of like Mida Multi and Mida Mini Tool for those of you who haven't done that. In that it's really multi-use. Let's see. I have another dead man walking on another character, but I'm going to hold on to that one just in the event that I get another one of the Vanguard Last Dance. Last Dance sidearms, because it is an Amalon. It is full auto, or not full auto. I'm sorry. It's got a 3-round burst, which I really like. So some of these other things here. So I'm taking a look. I'm gonna make my Mida a 300. I'm not a big fan of the Mida Mini Tool, to be honest, or multi-tool. I don't use it that often because I'm terrible with scout rifles, but I do feel like having one, at least one at 300 is worth having. So it is now 305, which is awesome in case I need it, and it's going to go back in the vault. I have a second 305 Skyburners up. Let me see. Actually, see, one of these already has the ornament on it, so that's the one I'm going to keep. This one does not, if I'm not mistaken, so yep, this one can go bye-bye. I delete the duplicates mostly because, one, I can use the shards or glimmer if I don't need it. Let's see. And there's a lot of these that I honestly just won't use. So like Good Counsel and Call to Serve. Or I'm sorry, Good Counsel and Song of Justice. I'm looking at another one. There's scout rifles that I just won't use. Oops, I put that there instead of the vault. So, Good Counsel, Song of Justice, okay. So, I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of these. I'm a huge New Monarchy supporter, for those of you who can't tell already. I have all of their shaders. They are my go-to faction. And what I'm also looking at doing, though, is I have the 7.65 scout rifles. They are Amalon, and they are full auto. And what I'm actually trying to do, and I moved that to the wrong character there. What I'm trying to do is get one of each element at 300, or eventually 305. And even though I don't like scouts, the fact that it's full auto, so I can use it when needed, is always nice. And let me see, I've got one 300 that I can kind of use with it, so I'm going to make it 300 and then I'm going to put it back. Let's see, oh, looks like there's a hockey game. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put it back. It's currently on my Warlock, where it will stay. So, let me see. Okay. And I've got another one that is at 290. I got another scout rifle that's at 299 that I'm going to go ahead and use. And again, they're extra New Monarchy ones that I've already got, so I'm not too worried about losing them, because they are extras. Store. I also have an extra Sweet Business at 305 that I'm not going to use, so I'm going to get rid of that as well. So I am basically at this point trying to clean up my vault. Clean up a lot of this stuff. Trials. I keep saying Trials. Curse of Osiris is coming out in a couple of weeks, so I want to have as much vault space as I can because I just have a feeling that they're not going to address that issue in the new game. So I want to have some vault space if I can. I got a couple of the extra scout rifles here. I just want to kind of clean everything up, and I want to be as ready as possible for Curse of Osiris, because yeah, I'm ready for it. So let me see. I know this is all kind of boring right now, guys, and I do apologize. But like I said, I'm trying to clean everything up. I'm trying to, I have a lot of things right now that I just really don't need. And I just want to make sure that I'm squared away. So I have, I've got, so in a case like this, I actually also have the Amalon scout rifle, or pulse rifle rather, excuse me. But I'm not going to keep it for any real reason, I don't think. You know what? Actually, I am, because I have the Amalon weapons. I really like how they handle. I like how they function. They're pretty well rounded this game. I wasn't a big fan of them in the previous iterations of Destiny, i.e. Destiny 1. I just felt like the Amalon weapons were meh, to say the least. I feel like they got a really big makeover in this game. So it looks like this one is only a 300 because it's already got a mod, so it's actually a 295. That's kind of a bummer. So I'm just going to continue to move some stuff around. Disrespectful stare. Not bad. It's really not. But that definitely helped the reload speed and everything. So let me refresh here. Let's see what else I got going on. So that one's also a 300, but I did just check it. Oops, I will be right back, guys. Sorry, got to take a quick break, but I will be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to go help the wife. So there are a couple of different Almalon pulse rifles. I kind of like them all, or at least I like the idea of them all. So because of that, like I said, I am going to keep all of them. But they're going to go in the vault for now. They're not ones that I'm going to use primarily. But I like the Almalon weapons a lot, so I'd rather have it and not need it, and need it and not have it. So it's kind of where that philosophy is coming from. Plus, I feel like, too, by getting rid of a lot of the items that I have that are not, 300 or 305, it'll present me with the opportunity to hopefully get better gear all around. I'm at 304 right now. Oh yeah, because my snipers are not quite there. I need to get those ranked up. So I'm gonna refresh here. Okay, and it looks like my pulse rifle issue is squared away, so now I'm going to go down the line with my hand cannons. Really the only ones I'm keeping, other than maybe my exotics, are my New Monarchy ones. I love them. I love them to death. And I have better doubles. I'm not a huge hand cannon guy, but again, I like to have the option to use it if need be. So that's where I'm kind of going with that. So, and you're probably wondering, well, if I'm just deleting all of these, why did I even have them in the first place? And the reason being was I didn't know what was going to need to be upgraded or not. So, because the vault is, it's one of those things that a lot of people have issues with. It's hard to know what I need, what I don't need. So a lot of what I've got is really just me trying to upgrade everything, or me, like it comes from that place where it's like, oh yeah, I need this. It's not necessarily coming from a place where, oh, I'm going to use this, or, oh, I really like that. It's not coming from a place like that. It's just, oh, I'm a collector. So that's what I do. Some of these I'm not even necessarily upgrading quite a bit, but I am also, like in a case like this, even though I'm not sorry guys, my job duty calls. I am keeping some of the things that are like Mida mini tool. Not something that I use very often, actually ever, because it's not like it's a terrible submachine gun. But I'm keeping it because, again, you get bonuses for using it with Mida Multi-Tool. So there are reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing. It just seems a little crazy right now. So, like, I have multiple cold hearts that need to get deleted. I have an extra Uriel's gift that I definitely don't need. So some of these are things that, you know, cold heart's gonna get, my extra cold heart's gonna get deleted. I don't need it taking up space. This extra Uriel's I don't need. I have the number. It's a really, I just got rid of it, but truth be told, it is a really, really great auto rifle. Let me see, restoration. So it looks like I also have some of the extra versions of the New Monarchy. I try to keep 3 of everything because I want 1 of each element. So it looks like I had a couple of extras, so I'm going to get rid of those here. Also the Viced weapons. I'm not huge on Viced personally. That's just a me thing. I know a lot of people actually do like them, but I can't really bring myself to use them. So, but I am going to bump up this restoration to 305. That way that's squared away. There we go. Solemn Hymn. And a lot of these that I'm actually getting rid of are, in actuality, looks like there's a sidearm I missed. They're the Crucible weapons. I do play a lot of Crucible, even though I am really, really terrible at it. I happen to love it. But yeah, you know, you can't help what you love. So, yes. So now on to some of the items I definitely don't use a ton, which are the shotguns. They're not what I'm used to, not particularly what I care for in this version of Destiny. I used the hell out of them in Destiny 1, but now they're just kind of there for me. So not by any stretch of the imagination is it my favorite weapon. Looks like I have 2 tractor cannons as well, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of one of those. So, and oddly enough, though, the shotguns appear to be the biggest receptionist or biggest receiver of my 300 items. I have more shotguns than anything, which maybe that's RNG trying to tell me something, but I doubt it. So right now I've got my new Monarchy shotguns at 300 or 305, and the biggest thing now I'm going to be working on are definitely my grenade launchers, fusion rifles, because I love main ingredient. I also have Merciless, of course. I think everybody has it. That's kind of everybody's go-to. I definitely, if you don't have one, I definitely recommend you get one. They are just absolutely fantastic. I have the ornament on mine, so it is all white. I love how that looks. So I'm also, though, I'm waiting on another main ingredient from the Vanguard. It is an amazing fusion rifle. I love using them. So really, bam. And you're probably wondering why I'm not leveling some of this stuff up, like I'm not making them 305. It's because I'm still short on Glimmer, and I need to properly level up my like my Warlock. I need to level up the boots on my Warlock and things like that. So right now, things that I'm not really going to use, I'm going to go ahead and like just hold on to it. I'm happy to say that I've got all of the new Monarchy gear. That made me really happy. And right now I've got one more. Basically one more fusion that is kind of hanging out. It's a 300, so that if my main ingredient that I get next is not 300, I can immediately take it there. So next is going to be my sniper rifles. I'm not a big sniper rifle guy, mostly because I'm just terrible with them, to be 100% honest with you. I'm not a great shot with them. That's why I don't use scout rifles. But you know, I understand that that's my shortcoming. So I try not to keep too many sniper rifles. Although in this case you see that I have quite a few, but again, it was mostly for leveling purposes. But the sniper rifles that I use are level 300, so I'm not too worried about that right now. Next I'm going to move on to my swords. I definitely have a lot of swords. I am a big fan of the sword, but basically right now there's, other than the new Monarchy ones, I know having Quick Fang as a hunter is fantastic, so I'm gonna hold on to it, and I am probably going to level it up. But to be 100% honest with you, I'm not entirely concerned about it. You see, because I have the new Monarchy swords. For those who normally weren't New Monarchy, they pledged it this time. So New Monarchy won the faction rally. I was really excited about that. And then I was able to get my swords at a very discounted rate, which is always nice. I wish I could get rid of this thing, but it actually requires me to run the raid, which I have not done. Next will be my rocket launchers, though. So again, I'm not necessarily... I love a good rocket launcher. I probably should carry them more often. I do have one that's at 305, another that's at 297. I got another one that's kind of 305-ish here. So I'm gonna boost this one up here. because you can also see that I have an affinity for the Vanguard items. Really and truly, the Vanguard stuff in the first game was kind of like, meh. This time, it's really, really good. I do have a Wardcliff coil, although I don't use it, so I'm not as worried about leveling it up. But I will, for the pure fact that I want to. I'm not going to make it 300 though, or 305. I got a bunch of 299, so that'll work. But the big thing for me is 298, 299, and I do have another 300 blue shift in my vault, and that's going to stay there in the event I get another curtain call, which is the Vanguard rocket launcher. And I'm going to carry one with me for now, just so I can have it. Next will be grenade launchers. As you can tell, I went ahead and got I have the Vanguard one as well. I've never really used it, so I'm not sure how well it works. Oh, I have another prospector here that I can go ahead and... Well, actually, I'm going to go ahead and... I'm going to put them both on here, because the one that is lower has the ornament for Prospector on it, which I love. So the other one is going to go bye-bye for now. But that one is now 305. So everything I'm doing is very deliberate right now. Let me see. I don't have a ton of grenade launchers. That's kind of by design. I don't want to have a ton, so because I don't think they're as useful. But I'm going to keep one because, again, these things are really nice when doing like public events, and being able to. Oh, see, I'm already a little on Glimmer again. It's really nice when I'm able to shoot like the Thresher and things like that and kind of take them out. Definitely nice. So I've cleaned up my vault quite a bit. I was at 187 or 188 of the 200 filled, and I'm down to 139. So now just comes the part where I go back through here, and I just kind of double check to make sure that, like I have a Carrack Type 2 there, I have a Carrack Type 2 here. So, you know, got to make sure that I'm getting rid of the extras. I don't want to hold on to anything that I don't absolutely need to. So, just kind of looking here. Doesn't look like I have armor-wise. I think I'm always going to be pretty good. I kind of make sure that I don't have too many of the same things saved up. So I'm just going back through everything here. I do have the retrograde helmet now, which is fine. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good as far as that goes. And then my ghosts and my ships and stuff like that, I'm trying to keep it clean. Storing a bunch of this stuff with my other characters. While I like Hastalut, I think I'm going to put that on my Hunter, and I'm going to equip Dinas Emeris, the newest one I got. I like the Red Dragon theme, so I'm going with that. So I've cleaned up quite a bit here. Really happy about that. Yeah, definitely got it cleaned up. So I still have Destiny sets up. I'm missing the fusion rifle and the pulse rifle from Iron Banner. So I'm hoping I can get those this time around, because I'm definitely huge fans of both. Oops, looks like I got another set of gloves that I already have, $2.99, $2.99. Nothing that really needs it, so I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of it there. So I am, before I go talk to Cayde, which is the whole reason I came here, I am going to come up here to Saladin. And let's turn in some of these tokens. Okay, looks like I got the hand cannon again, not needing the hand cannon. Hero's Burden. Nope, I don't need that one either. I think that's the submachine gun. It is. So I got two weapons that I don't really need right now. Since I won't use them, I am going to go ahead and get rid of them. A lot of the Iron Banner weapons I only keep one of. Mostly just due to the fact that I'm not going to use them that often. It's really, I have them just for collection purposes. I do like the armor though, because when I'm wearing the full set, I look like a samurai, so. Nothing there from Saladin this time, kind of a bummer. I'm going to be playing mostly Iron Banner just because I need those two items. I'm not so much worried about collecting the armor for my Hunter or my Warlock. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't, kind of thing. So...
Just read the after action on your little battle.
Let's see what I get from him today. Hard light. Okay, I don't know if I still have one. I thought I did. I might not though. Let me see. I don't still have one. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the vault. Hard light's really good. It's definitely been upgraded from Destiny 1. I like that I can go back and forth between whatever elements I need. However, it's still not really cream of the crop, so to speak. So I'm going to. There's really nothing else here for me right this second. Yeah, you see I've got Vanguard, Crucible, and weapons kind of all lit up. I'm not too worried about going to them right now, though, to be honest with you. Except for maybe Zavala, but that's just mostly due to me wanting to get a few more of the Vanguard items. Whoops, clicked the wrong thing there. Before Season 1 ends here in a couple of weeks. So now I am going to do my Iron Banner, or some of my Iron Banner. It's also going to help me with my Call to Arms, so it serves a couple of purposes here for me. Oops, what do I got going on here? Oh, a Jensen Nightmark at 300. Awesome. So I am going to go ahead and clear some of this space up as well. Mostly because these are things that I don't use on a regular basis. I'm currently working on something for an arc build. I'm not sure which armor set I want. I think I'm going with the set from Crucible, just because that's really the only time that I use it, or that I would use any of it. It is all 300, so the rest of this stuff I'm going to kind of throw into the vault. It's going to take up more vault space, I know, which I just spent a ton of time cleaning up, but it's kind of part of why I did it. I don't want to be overloaded. Kretzeval Balupi, I'll hold on to it. I don't know how much I'll actually use it, but I will hold on to it. Actium War Rig, I'm definitely holding on to. So, it's cool though having all these options. I'm definitely a bit of a collector.
Banner clash.
You may have heard that Iron Banner clash going on there. So we're starting. So I'm going to go ahead and warn you guys now. If you think I'm a bad shot in PvE, wait till you see PvP. It is terrible. Hopefully I'll put my batteries on low on my controller here. Luckily I'm in a spot where I can very easily plug it in. Oops. And I accidentally hit my grenade, so that sucks. It's going to take me a second to get that back. Oh, I got hit from behind. Never fun. So let's see what the challenges are. Get double kills, 5 kill streak, and precision kills. Oh, it's going to be a long day for me then. And looks like I got an email from work here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and it is hard for me to get double kills, mostly because I'm just not, I'm not very good. So I'm going to try to multitask here. Okay, sorry about that. Trying to do two things at once, definitely not easy. I'm surprised it didn't take me out. So, there's that. So it looks like we're getting our butts handed to us pretty well by this team. Whoa. Yep, and that's the reason it's so hard for me to get double kills, because I die a lot. And it's hard, I find it especially hard to do when you're, unless you're a really good Crucible player, which I am not, but when you're in random teams like this, I seem to get more of mine when I've got my fire team together.
Could swing either way.
So, and they got me. Seeing stuff like this where you got to get the precision kills, I feel like this is the time when Mida might come in handy. So we're going to give it a shot now. Again, I am a terrible shot with it, but you know, the worst I can do is keep dying like I am. Oh, looks like I didn't kill that guy. Got that guy though.
This isn't over until
and then I got as well, but I got him. So can't do anything about a Titan coming in and smashing you like that. Let's see if I can maybe get some of this power ammo. Oh no. Saw that coming.
3 minutes left.
Let's take a look here. Feels like it might be about time for a new controller, ladies and gents. Ooh. See, at least 2 of our guys in our team are in a clan. You would think that they would play a different style. I'm not saying this is all on them by any stretch. I am not helping either.
Your opponent's
The guy's
show
tethered.
them
Nope,
won't go
there he
quiet.
goes. And he got me, Quick Fang. Yep, I mentioned that a few minutes ago when I was going through everything. Quick Fang is definitely the go-to as a hunter. Oh, he got me. I don't quite have my super. I haven't been playing too hot this game, so our guy's gonna pick that up there. So we didn't win. I didn't think I would. This game we were all kind of terrible. So yeah, it's expensive to modify everything, so that's why all my stuff is still 300. I definitely have everything I need, if I'm not mistaken, to complete the arc build, more or less anyways. I know I have a Titan. I know I have a mod in my vault. So I have everything I need right now, except the Glimmer. So hopefully I can get some of that. I'll probably Glimmer farm a little bit later. But I definitely want to get my call to arms taken care of. So let me see, 2 more tokens. Got a lot of stuff to turn in here. Unfortunately, it's just not as fun doing strikes as it used to be. Hopefully with the Heroic Strike playlist that will change. But as of now, I don't really see that happening, so it is what it is. Now the one kind of depressing thing about DestinySets.com is while it does show you what you do have, it also shows you what you don't have. And I have none of the raid armor. Unfortunately, me and my team have not run the raid, which sucks. But at the same time, it's just kind of one of those things that we're a small group. We're not on all the time.
Iron Banner Clash.
So we do what we can. And we're back on this map that I'm terrible at. So this is probably going to be another butt whooping that I will accept with grace. Well, I won't accept it with grace, but it'll be given. It'll definitely be given with grace, I'm sure. Got him. Alright. So let's get this power ammo. Alright, looks like one of our guys got it with a sniper rifle.
Together, nothing can stop you.
Looks like I got him. Oh! I got killed by the architect. But it gave credit to somebody else. I'm not really sure how that happened there. But, man. Maybe the switch to Mida was a good call. I'm not the best with it, but it appears I'm getting some kills, so can't be doing too bad. I'm gonna pick up some of this heavy over here real quick while I'm here. Hopefully I'll be able to make good use of it. Oops. There's one of my double kills. Oh, and I got surrounded. Took me out. So I at least got one of my double kills out of the way. I've gotten a couple more of my precision kills out of the way as well. Whew. Nameless Midnight is another good scout rifle. But it doesn't have some of the, as you saw, like the reload and everything that Mida does. So that's kind of why I'm going with it. Mida's also become kind of a meta for Trials. So while we definitely aren't Trials players,
could swing either way.
Oop. Alright, we got him. Looks like they're going to try to come up behind us here. Let's see what we can do. Check him out. Well, I didn't get the kill down. I was backed into a corner there.
Opponent took the lead. You look pleased. Three minutes. Matching your moves.
Oh, not really sure how he got me, but alright. Sorry guys, I haven't been talking as much. Fortunately, duty calls even on my day off. So I'm having to go over some emails and stuff as I get them. Oh, that was good. That was good. Took my super away. Kind of bummed about that, but can't be mad at the results of what he did. It's probably one of the reasons I'm not better at PvP, honestly. You know, I get upset, but how sick can you be for a guy for doing what he's supposed to do?
Your weapon defines you. That shut them down.
Oop, got me another double kill there.
Remains.
Took me out, but I can definitely handle that as long as it's progress on my milestones. That's all I care about.
Your opponents have nearly won. Show them you won't go quietly.
Oh, he did get me. Somebody back over here.
30 seconds.
Took him out. All right. Oh, he got me from behind. Oh, damn. But hey, I got an exotic Ingram out of it, so I'm not too
The collapse
upset.
couldn't stop humanity. Defeat shouldn't stop you. When you're ready, I'll be here.
I didn't play a great match. Would have been third on their team, so...
Iron Banner clash.
Alrighty, boys and girls, this map. Now, this is a map made for a scout rifle. Hopefully we'll hit up. Oh. Punch. Punchy punch punch.
Your lead grows sharper. Opponents have advantage.
That's terrible. Ooh, they're getting me in this one. I'm also not really paying attention, to be 100% honest with you guys. Like I said, I got some work stuff going on. So. Whew, I got one of them. But I knew I wasn't going to get them all, so. Defeating the 5 Guardians in a single life, that's definitely going to require me to change my playstyle a little bit. It's going to sound weird, but I have to play less aggressive to make that happen. I basically change it up. I go mostly auto rifle, but then I kind of slow down my attack space.
Together, nothing can stop you. Five minutes. The pendulum could swing either way.
Well, I got one guy. Alrighty, let's see. I think part of the reason I don't get upset when I play this either is I'm just not very good to begin with. And I'm not one of those. If I'm having a good game and something crazy happens, then yeah, I'll get upset.
Show them what you can do. 2 down.
Here goes my double plays, so I'm good with that. Ooh! And he got me with grenade launcher.
3 minutes left.
But as you can see, I've gotten one of my challenges done for today. That was terrible. I only need one more headshot.
Good counter. Now hit them again.
Ugh. So it looks like I got my headshot finally.
You look pleased.
Oh, the same guy got me again. But somebody got him, so that's good. So now that I've gotten that, this is going to require me to change up my play style a little bit. But what I do now is I basically go to Acting War Rig so that I can just annihilate them.
1 minute remains.
Oh,
Could have gone better.
oh, we lost again.
Stop humanity.
That stinks. But I felt like I played better that
When you're
game,
ready,
so.
I'll be here.
My playstyle definitely changes.
Iron Banner clash.
Alright. Back on this map. Oh, no, this is a different shore. I'm sorry, I was... Alright. So this is where Acting War Rig comes in handy. If you're like me and you have a habit of nervously reloading. then you don't have to worry about it as much. Oh! I'm a little distracted today, guys. I'm not 100% on my game. Oh.
Your opponent pulled ahead. Your weapon defies you.
That's 2, 3.
And that's how you gain ground. All of you together,
4.
like Iron Lords. Page 6 would be proud.
5. There we go, and I got it. So, I kind of don't like how this game does that anymore. They definitely didn't do that in Destiny 1. Like, either you got the kill or you didn't. But it definitely helps when you're somebody like me who typically doesn't get a legit 5 kill streak. So, I'm excited for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So now I'm done. I'm not gonna lie to you, distinct possibility I might just hold off playing Iron Banner a little bit more until later tonight. I'll finish streaming this match though. I just want to see if my fire team assembles. If we do, it'll definitely be awesome. I definitely like this grenade launcher. Got to play with it some more. Got to figure out how it shoots and stuff. But I like that it's not like one of those time release where like you hold it and oh, I'm not sure how that didn't kill him, but oh. So now that I've got my 5 kill streak, I'm actually going to switch back to Nightshade. I can go back to what I was wearing before. Scathelocke. Very nice. Auto rifles have definitely been revamped for Destiny 2. Those of us who played Destiny 1 will remember that they were really good for a while, and then they nerfed like the hell out of them. And then and now it appears they've kind of gone back to making them pretty badass. Pretty badass again in D2, which I like. I'm an auto rifle guy. I think you guys have seen me play pretty much all my characters auto rifles, so it's nice. It sucks I haven't won a match yet today. And it doesn't look like that's changing with this particular game. We're already down 10. Unless you have a pretty decent team, it's kind of hard to make up that deficit. Oh, and I got destroyed there, trying to pick up that power ammo. For those of you who, again, didn't play Destiny 1, we can refer to it as power ammo, but, or I'm sorry, I don't refer to it often as power ammo. It's usually heavy because that's what it was called in the first game. So, yeah. So power and heavy though are really for gamers like me who played the first one. I'm not really sure how that counts as him hitting me. I was pretty much in the air. That's the kind of stuff that I get upset about when I play Crucible, especially because I was definitely, you know, I was definitely not where he could shoulder charge me, but he got credit for it anyways. So stuff like that's pretty frustrating when throwing a random grenade like that is.
Cut their momentum. Keep pushing. Your opponents have nearly won. Show them you won't go quietly.
So. Oh man. That was bad. Still need a few more kills. I hate to say it, but this is kind of the point of the game where I just kind of acquiesce. I give in to them. For better or for worse. You know, it's just like, hey, let's get it over with. You know you won. I only need one more. There we go. That ends it. Now I have not gotten my Clan XP or Call to Arms completed yet. I'm 90% Clan XP and 81% Call to Arms. So I'm probably just going to hold off on that for now. I am going to go ahead and go back to the tower though, for those of you who are unaware of how this works. Once you defeat the challenge is for, in this case, Iron Banner. There's different challenges every day. Usually the week of Iron Banner, though, the very first one up here, if you can kind of see a little arrow. Daily Iron Banner, Return to Lord Saladin. Typically during Iron Banner, that's the only one. That's the only one that kind of pops up. But during the week, otherwise, it's normally, for Ikora, she wants you to do 5 challenges. There's only 3 challenges per planet or per event, so you just kind of pick your 5 and go. Sometimes it's do them on the EDZ, on Titan, Io, Nessus, Crucible. You get the picture. So it's just a matter of, if you complete those, you get extra tokens for whatever area they're for. So. I'm just waiting here to get to the tower. Alrighty, so I also have something from Tess. That's my bride Ingram. I always love coming to her. I'm probably one of the few people.
Welcome to
and I will admit I have paid for some of her wares. Let's see. Yeah, nothing big. But I already have the ship. I'm not worried about Wardcliff the Tesla's Revenge. I don't really use that. But I have bought some of her wares up here.
Thank you for shopping at Eververse.
I've heard some people refer to it as like a play to win thing. But it doesn't really work that way with her stuff, because even like when you get the another Rift Sprinter, when you get something like, say,
circumstances change,
I don't know, the armor she has, it's all at level 10, so you're not actually getting.
My blood to see you represent the Iron
There we
Banner,
go.
the Crucible.
Now while I am here, I am going to see if I can get another one of. Nope, I don't need any of those. So I'm going to break down that stuff there. I don't need any of it.
Weapons and armor can only do so much. trust your light. Feed it.
Ballyhoo. Let's see, this is the Sparrow I got. Vehicle reloads weapons while you ride. I definitely like that. Not my thing. I don't necessarily need it. I do like the exotics. Whee! But that's it for now. So if anybody has any questions or anything, guys, hit me up on Twitter at WillieThePooh285. Leave a comment or anything like that on this page. I'm also going to try to upload some of this to Facebook, not Facebook, but to YouTube, and you can always leave a comment there. So if you find it, but other than that, I will be back on a little bit later tonight to hopefully stream some more with at least one member of my fire team. Hopefully we can get everybody on. But other than that, it has been fun gaming with you, Guardians, and Willie the Pooh out.